Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides, past lives, to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affect the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves. Sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we're rolling that D20 and pulling those aviation cards. If the TikTok live guests guess the correct number, they get a little reading and healing situation. These are always fun. While listening, if any of the situations come up for you that apply, feel free to use the healings for yourself. Conducive. Without further ado, if you love bad bitches, and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Just waiting for you, girl.
Okay. I think I have an idea. What do you think about like Dyson?
I think you sound real muffled, but
About this.
was the suggestion Dyson cards?
It was.
I was thinking the same thing, girly.
Oh my god.
Burr, 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 burr.
Shit. Hey everyone.
It's like not letting me grab the sticker again. Whatever. I was gonna center it better. That's
Whatever.
fine. That's fine.
So, this is Dyson cards, and with this, Cat rolls a dice, and people choose a number, and then whoever gets the number correct, it's 1 through 20 usually, and whoever gets it correct gets a tarot reading from the Visual Aircraft Recognition card deck. It's usually a lot of fun, and yeah.
You're muffled again.
We do the Healy things. We do the Healy things.
And I scroll our deck that's in the digital form for now.
Hell yeah. And we do the Healy things, and yeah, it's all good. And then people in the comments can follow along if they want to. And yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Cats in our office.
The dice is going to be like loud this time because I'm in here. Are you guys ready to guess a number 1 through 20? Ready? Go. That means start guessing.
1 through
That's
20.
not the right number. That one isn't either.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Purple got it. Purple 3. Perp. Is it purple 3 or perp? No, it's perp 13 portal 12.
Ah. Hell yeah.
Hell
right.
yeah.
You want to just do like a general one? Okay. All right. Perp 1-3 portal. What are they? What's the most impactful thing they need to heal right now? Okay, go for it.
I love the aviation cards. They make me really happy.
Oh. Okay, give me a second. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So this one is the first one. And the first thing I get from this is the name. And it's called like Fish Pot. And I also see that there.
Why is it called Fish Pot?
You know, that's a great question. All I can think of maybe is like how the Russian fish.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And how it has this little needle right here, and it's supposed to be like an antenna, and
What the antenna for though? What'd it do?
It's for like radio signals and stuff, which makes me think that they don't think they're a good communicator. And then the next one is this, which is very similar.
They said I've been relating with fish.
Been relating with fish?
Mm-hmm. And what was it? Tell us about the second one.
Oh, it has this thing also, the thing at the front the antenna, I guess you could call it. And they're both fighters, and they both have torpedo. They both have weapons, which makes me go.
Do you? It makes me go, do you think you're like battling good and evil, like battling, like you're waiting for your guides to guide you so you can battle so that good will prevail? That's what it makes me think of.
Yumi said fish emoji, pot emoji, fish pot. Yay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're probably typing.
Okay.
They said, not really. My channeling abilities have been kind of out of whack.
Okay. With these two, it just makes me go, you don't think you're a good communicator, and also like battling up front, as in like having like not a huge shield, but like, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Like a huge shield of like, oh, I'm big tough, I'm a fighter. And it's like, but you don't want it. And then the 5 of Pentacles, it's like there is no time.
It makes me feel okay. So with the antenna, with you feeling like you haven't been channeling a lot lately, right? And it doesn't feel like the battle thing that didn't fit. And then the antenna thing, and you're trying to grab it, and like this feels like you're trying to figure out like the way that you channel by versus like by what other people do. Like it doesn't feel correct. Like you keep researching and you keep researching. They said, I've healed in very dramatic ways recently, and my consciousness has been under construction. It's been an overwhelming adjustment. Okay, so why don't you go back before everything like blew open, right? Before you started to like to, I guess, what they would call awaken, before you start like connecting to things other than the 3D reality, basically. So you're going to say, please merge me with the version of me. You have to repeat after me. And anybody who's following along, you can follow along too. But please merge me with the version of me before everything came online spiritually for me. Okay. It's going in slowly.
Oh, is this like trying to go super fast, and so much so that it like can't catch up? Like trying to get everything done all fast.
Going back before is very timid. Yeah, they said I've felt resistance. Yes. To the going fast. Yeah, trying to heal too fast. Okay, so the reason we're going before all that opened up is because going too fast was traumatic for you. Like one time I got pulled over at a for running a red light, but it was because it had just turned red, and or no, for slamming on my brake. No, yeah, for running a red light. And when I got pulled over, I was like, I recently got in a car accident where I stopped for an ambulance and someone rear-ended me. So I'm not stopping short anymore, right? So that's what this feels like. It's like going so fast that you gave yourself trauma a little bit. Like you saw too much too fast. Does that make sense? Absolutely.
Yeah, the song "Out of My Mind" by B.O.B. is playing too.
Oh, out of my mind, out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Without enough support and stability. All right, let's give you support and stability for yourself. So with this version of you, before you go through the awakening process, and again, this could apply to a lot of people on here, say, please merge me with this version of me. There you go. See, that feels a little bit more comfortable because we're telling you that you're going to get support for yourself. Please activate my divine grounding straps, as in your own. Clean off my connection to source. Connect me to my true divine source. Activate my divine prevention and protection healings. My pathway and alignment healings. Conducive to what I need. Okay, what else are you getting for that before they disconnect?
They said it got really dark and scary, And then I'm wondering,
I went fucking manic. It got dark and scary when I first opened up. What were you saying?
this antenna thing is kind of where I go to, and it's like the shutting down of communications, but also I don't know, I'm wondering like the team revamp sweep if it would benefit you to have all of that dispersed to your team and your guides.
They said super manic after fear cord removal, which was recent in the fall, winter. That should be infused with grounding, though.
I'm not getting the same. Like whenever they said manic after fear cord removal, I didn't go into anything. What is your idea of manic? Like when you say manic, what do you mean?
Oh, and it doesn't matter that it's that like that particular healing's one of mine. Like if there's something that needs to be healed or worked on with it, we absolutely will. Like it's not like, well, that was ours, so it must be fine. Like that's not what this is. They said restless, urgent, scared,
Okay.
panicked.
Go back to before or the earliest point. Go back to the earliest point and activate your own team revamp sweep to your spirit guides team, their entire dimension / realm, and their dwelling conducive. I don't know, that's activating a lot of pressure relief valves.
This also feels like medication. It feels like it actually feels like the medication from the epidural when I was giving birth to my second child. Um, that's what this feels like.
Is it when you say it feels like that, does it feel like swallowing stones? Kinda? No? Okay.
No, it's like the other way to explain it is like feeling the drug ecstasy without the like good parts of it.
Oh.
It's like everything's really intensified.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like it's coming from within and without at the same time. Like the waves are going like this against each other.
Oh. Before
they said yes, panic, dark, hyper spirituality kind of psychosis.
It just looks like you have like biblical God stuff in there. So I was going to take you back to before you did this and activate the biblical God healings here and the number 12 healings, the other mother healings, the get that over so the fuck off of me healings.
Everything's starting to kind of clear up. It still feels distorted in the head though.
Okay. Backdoor doorstop removal healings, welded shut healings, and all of that at the earliest point possible. And then push that forward, ripple it outwards.
Now the feeling is when something is like really clean, this also feels like a different form of drugs, but when everything's like really clean and you can almost taste the mint in the air.
Oh, activate self-soothing conducive and reroute back to self conducive. Activate your own infrastructure healings, foundational healings, and foundational step-up healings, and then merge with this version of you conducive.
Starting to feel like quote unquote normal. Starting to feel like baseline.
Okay. And then exchange you information.
They probably need to update baseline and core.
All right. Copy and paste all of this and update and upgrade. Yeah. Baseline you and core you. Might as well do mirror you and your void and merge with all that and exchange you information.
They said it felt very black and white, like either perfectly pure and clean or very dark and foggy. So do the black, white, and gray healings to this as well. And the spectrum healings conducive. And release soul contracts with duality that are no longer in your highest good.
So this after the fear cord thing, it felt like your own interference, which was the trauma. So it was something else, I guess, if that makes sense.
Hello, my son.
Mm.
Jay is in here.
Hi, Jay. Okay.
It's also with your family because Kate started popping her fingers. Perp said, "I've been trying to clear it and it made a lot of progress." And then they said yep to the family thing. There was stuff stuck in there. So it reminds me of like you pulling like ripping something out of an infected port. Like it was like corroded almost with like the trauma and the biblical stuff and the family stuff. And then when you took it out, just doing the process. So I need to infuse the fear cord removal with care for infection stuff, right?
Oh, okay. Like wound
Like
care.
before it happens.
Okay.
Okay, so
Makes
I'm
sense.
gonna
Like,
go in because we brought this up. I'm gonna go in before I made that healing and infuse it with yeah, the I want to call it what do I want to call it? It's not just care,
um,
just the
re-
medical healings needed, conducive
okay.
to it, and the aftercare healings to it, conducive.
It reminds me of if they don't clean the site and then they cut and yeah,
Yeah, if they
all the
don't do the
around stuff.
iodine or whatever the fuck and shave it
Yeah.
and stuff, and how it could
Yeah.
just like bubble up or whatever the fuck. That's what it looks like. It's like a weird scabby kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay. Speed this up. Push this forward. Ripple it outwards. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I am a little worried. I know we're doing it pre now, we're doing it before,
Uh-huh.
but percentage wise, because I want to send this out to whoever needs it conducive. But
Uh-huh.
for my own, I won't beat myself up. I'll heal it if I need to. But like about
How
how
many people
many?
is this? I checked right when we did it, and it was like this is, for whatever reason, this is an isolated incident, and I'm trying to figure out how. And I don't know if after the fear cord, if you went back, perp, and did something, but it almost looks like, okay, fear cord taken out, open wound, and then if that makes any sense.
Did you like just asking? Did you do it like halfway through and then come back to it later? They said I was still in the abusive environment while trying to heal from the fear cord removal. So kind of.
I guess so. It looks like the layers of when it was removed and something shoved up underneath, almost like a toothpick under a fingernail.
Still need to activate this and add this to that healing. So I'm glad it came up. I'm just not glad that it happened to you, but I still needed to check to see how many people it had happened to. One time when I was helping people heal like their Salem life and stuff, and I didn't know to heal it all at once because I was just figuring stuff out. This is before I started working with Kate, and I was like taking people back and rewriting it and taking people back and healing it and taking people back, and the numbers were fluctuating, the Mandela effects of it were. And there was this one person that was like, hey Kat, I know you don't really know me, but my soul feels like it's been pulled like taffy. They're like, I remember all of them. I remember when it was 3,000. I remember when it was 200. I remember when it was 25. I remember when it was 12. I remember when it was, and they're like, every time I remember dying in all of them. And I was like, I'm so fucking sorry. They were fine. We energetically took care of it, but it was like, try really hard to make everything as safe as possible. And yeah, what did they say? They said, I
Um,
did actually end up in inpatient because of it, but was able to escape my abusive home situation because of inpatient.
move
Okay.
state through
And
going
move
to an
states
okay.
through going out of state inpatient. So do you need to activate something else to put you into inpatient so that you can get the fuck out? Actually, beforehand, back where you are before the fear cord removal, can you activate safe entrance and exit portals and light up safe passageway to a safe house? There we go. It's still playing that Out of My Fucking Mind song.
Yeah, and I keep looking at the card holder and where it says Department of the Army Headquarters, July 1977. So is this some kind of like legal working? Activate the legal workings and healings. Or
Well, you are
conducive.
fate. They said it felt like that happened very naturally for me. Impatient felt very fated. You are fate. You're creating it now. Like Kate and I randomly finding each other. That's not random. That wasn't fate. That wasn't the universe. We made that happen.
There's no random. It be happening.
I'm still in financial arrangement bind with my parents from afar. There's lots of stuff we can help with that as well. We have, as you know, we have free stuff on our pages that you can go look at for that. The best way to do that is to type in either Kate's name or my name and then like a keyword, and it'll have a bunch of videos that we have that have similar topics. Or of course you can always book a session, but when you're looking for help and you want to like dive deep and look through, that's probably the fastest way to do it. Let's go ahead and calibrate you, disconnect you, anchor you back into the correct dimensional forms. And since these are mini healings, that was a big one, but we're going to go to the next person. Please do either close up / sign offs on Kate's page or closing statements on my page. And then we also offer like full mini trauma readings too on here. You can check our upcoming events, and we do those live too. Thank you for letting us know about it. Glad we could help. Okay, right. 1 through 20.
Yes. All right. Pick a number 1 through 20.
I mean, if you want to.
That means number 1 through 20. That means you could choose any of those.
Well, they're not doing it. So.
Oh my god.
No one's done it yet.
Guys.
You guys, you need to choose the number that is on the dice. That one. Nope.
Guys.
Nope. Yes, Angel 3.
Oh. All right. What is the most impactful thing that Angel needs to heal right now? What you need to look at, girl. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. What makes sense?
The one that came out.
Okay.
Okay, another one is not coming out, which, okay. All right, so I got this Chinook looking, I want to say this Chinook looking piece of shit, but it's this,
what's a Chinook?
A Chinook is a two-bladed helicopter that is it has two blades on either side, and they call it a Chinook because that's the name of it, the company name, but they call it a shit hook. Oh. So that's why I'm like a Chinook. Anyway, okay, so when this popped out, I was like, oh, because all of the they're weighted down because all the extra weight. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, weighted down from all the extra weight. And then I started
what extra weight?
Right, exactly. I think this is a lot of emotional weight, and I do not know why. Angel, what's going on? And they said, nice.
Well, if Angel's in the live and guessing for dice, and it's our podcast, I'm going to go with relationship stuff. Because that seems to be what they come to the live for some reason.
It's true. That's the first thing I got. And I was like, no, maybe it's different this time.
They said, yeah.
Okay, well, something very interesting that I'm noticing about this that I haven't noticed before is that it has round windows. And aircraft do not have round windows anymore because they crack and they're unreliable.
Why do they crack? Oh, pressure, just pressure. But yeah, they don't. But boats still have them.
Yeah, I guess from the altitude. But they shake so much that the tiny vibrations make them crack long ways.
Oh.
Like out like this, and so now they're oval.
Oh.
And same thing when they made them square. Like they tried the squares and they tried the rectangles, and they would crack on the 90 degrees.
Oh.
And that's what this is making me, like, drawing my eye to this, and it makes me go, what, I guess wrong hardware, or like
trying to fit, like, that makes me go like, where does this go? It goes in the square hole. This shape goes in the square hole. It's like, are you trying to put the wrong thing in? Are you trying to make something fit that doesn't fit? So I know that Angel likes to have, like most people, like the majority, I guess not the majority, but like a lot of people, I know Angel likes to have some sort of romantic interest, some sort of like dating or
Something.
flirting or something, a little something, something. And they said yes, LOL. About trying to fit the thing in, that's what she said, or about wanting some sort of romantic something. Because I will tell you what, healing, wanting that romantic something for me is what made that kind of thing happen for me. And not in a way that I thought it was going to. And I don't think we've ever talked about that. Like, some of you know that Kate is asymmetrical. Hell yeah, you're asymmetrical. You're like this.
Hey guys, so I don't know if you know this, but
You're so asymmetrical.
Asexual.
Yes.
And I don't feel anything like that. People just look like mannequins to me, but in a non-degrading way.
And with what we've found is like Kate and I come from different sides of things. So Kate comes from like a different part of the spectrum is Kate comes from more of the autism and I come more from the neurotypical on this spectrum, but not like there's still more on other side, whatever. I come more from like sexual and romantic and like finding that driven. Kate comes more from asexual. When we heal things, we start to go kind of more towards the center, towards each other. And so when I say that I've become a little bit more, and I could absolutely get canceled for that, saying that I've become a little bit more autistic, but it just means my brain in the way that I've become more mechanical thinking. And Kate has become a little bit more emotional thinking. When it comes to relationship stuff, and I didn't even realize this has happened, but I've become a little bit more towards that asexual side, as in I'm not actively flirting or looking outside of anything. I have my partner that I'm attracted to, but it's not 24/7 on. And yeah, does that make sense? Like I've healed the stuff that makes me look for things outside of self.
And I've healed the stuff that made me not have anything at all, where it was very, very mechanical of like, what do you mean you want to cuddle right now?
Yeah, now she can be touched. She can have a hug in public. Not touch sexually, that was already there, but like not to put her business out. But you could not touch the wind would get in trouble for touching Kate's hair.
I'd be like, stop fucking touching my hair. Just because it would blow through my hair.
So I think that would be a thing that we should work on for you, Angel. And it's not like, are me and this other person going to be together? Are we going to blah, 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 blah? Can we look at, and other people can follow along, what makes you desire romance outside of yourself? Mind you, Kate and I both have romantic lives. We both have fulfilling romantic lives with our significant other.
Or else we wouldn't be in them. And,
right,
and also,
they would be out the door.
And also, this makes me go, I don't know, aren't you tired of all the inefficiencies? You know, like round windows and then helicopter blades that if they aren't perfectly
helicopter
synced,
dick go, helicopter dick go, helicopter dick go. Sorry.
Will stumble into themselves. That's kind of what I think. I don't know.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go to the most, probably strongest introspective point, do you think?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, let's go. And you guys can follow along too, but Angel, this is specifically for you, but everybody else can follow too, because it will benefit anybody. So, do you want to guide since it's strongest introspective?
They'll put 2 helicopters. And also,
They didn't put a dick though.
where's the eggplant? Also, I want to make it clear too that they would be the same way. They wouldn't be like our significant others would not be in the relationship either. They also heal. So I also want to put that out there.
I gotta let you know, Ben has healed a lot. I have healed a lot. Kate, Shaden, we've all healed a lot, but Ben absolutely had that like, who am I gonna be with forever storybook shit, and that's gone. He doesn't look at other people at all. Like we can literally see it or feel it. It's not there, and neither does Kate's significant other. It's just that part's healed.
And also too, the more it's unhealed, the more it like won't happen, if that makes any sense. Like
the more you'll want it.
Yeah. And the storybook thing will never happen. Yeah. Because it's unhealed and it's not real.
And we talk about the Hallmark healings and all the things binding you to that gross, but let's look at, the strongest introspective point that we can manufacture and or overhaul about wanting something outside of self. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess like wanting the storybook romance.
Wanting storybook romance.
Okay. Sir David's Nice Good, please take me to the strongest introspective point that I can manufacture and or overhaul about that wanting the storybook romance.
For Angel.
For Angel. Lady Gaga, what are you doing here? Caught in a bad romance.
Whoa.
Because that's what she'd be doing. That's what she'd be doing, that little hand thing. That makes sense. Asymmetrical ass.
I had a session with Angel years ago, and they were part of like breaking apart the Illuminati, which is like all that. Yes.
Okay, girl.
That was forever ago. But yeah,
so
that was a cool session.
I have a question, Angel. Are you part of Lady Gaga?
Like the same oversoul. For those listening that wouldn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
Good point. Good point.
They said I think so.
Try merging and then exchanging you information. Wow, you really like your glasses.
I saw this really like this TikTok, and it was this this guy had a pair of those vintage glasses that she wears a lot, that Gaga wears, and he like had them for something, and she came, and it was before she was super famous or whatever, and he like handed her the glasses and was like, oh, you can have these. They were like his aunts or his grandmothers or something, and then she loved them and wore them all the time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of this, Angel, I've been wanting to ask you, but I'm like, I guess I got in my head of like, this is alive. What if she doesn't want it? But then I'm like, it's alive. Anyway, so have you explored like the opposite gender or whatever, opposite sex, like women?
Yes. They're non-binary also.
Ah. Okay. That's what it brought me to.
They said not recently though.
Oh, okay. That's just what it brought me to. The strong, it like made it stronger. It was like, well, what about, I asked them about if they've tried women, just ask them. So, okay.
This is the card I got, by the way.
Oh. What you looking at? I'm thirsty as fuck, too. Oh. Hey, Angel, do you already have your eye on somebody?
They don't not ever. That's the thing.
Okay.
They said yes right now. But that's the thing. They don't ever not.
Okay.
They said LMFAO.
Well, I mean, you're hella thirsty in this I just wonder I wonder if you're at like a nude beach or whatever. Where did you go? Where did you go, Angel? Because it's like at some place where you have to pick, you have to choose, and it's like,
They said I was just looking to the right at the stage. Well, they merged in with Gaga.
Yeah.
That oversoul.
I wonder if, I wonder if you're at a place where you have to choose, and that's why you think that there's like, you have to have someone, is because wherever you are. Oh, is it like choosing a person from the crowd?
Why would they need to choose a person from the crowd?
They need to bring them up and like perform with them or whatever, like to seem like
They said yes.
they work the crowd. Okay. Can you break contracts with having to do that? I don't care that your producer or whoever said it. You still don't have to do it.
Yeah, I worked with a marketing person for a little bit, or at least tried it, and everything they suggested to do, I was like, that does not feel authentic. I will not be doing that. Also, like those tips on like how to get your whatever, if you've ever seen a video or looked at an article that's like how to get your YouTube or whatever to perform better, it's always like get them with a hook at the beginning, and it's like I will not be doing that. I will not be doing any kind of fake fucking anything.
And then you always know when it's a hook. Then why
Yeah.
the fuck would I go into that fake ass story? Like, why the fuck? Okay. So you broke contracts with it. I don't know. You're still trying to choose someone from the crowd. It makes me go, why are you looking for someone?
Oh, is that like too many fish in the sea or whatever? Like
okay.
trying to find the perfect person in this crowd?
And a vision of you standing out in the crowd. So come, my lady, come, my lady.
How about instead of you looking, you activate in this version of you, activate the perfect right now partnered healings and the perfect right now friend group healings. Because you find the not perfect forever, mind you, perfect right now. Perfect right now is literally just like
perfect right now.
Perfect right now. It could even be yourself. This is perfect for right now. And then like every day, if you decide to keep showing up, then I mean, quintessentially you could stay together forever, but there's no binding to it. It's just keep showing up.
Plus, if there is a binding, then it is going to be fucking miserable.
Oh God, yeah. I was actually talking to my middle child, the one that popped in here earlier. I was talking to Jay about that today because they were talking about marriage, and I was like, I am not a fan of marriage. You can do whatever you want with your life, but one, why would you want to get legal government involved in it if you don't have to? And two, people could be happy for 10 years, get married, put a cage on it, and then they're divorced in 3 months. I was like, but you can heal all that and do whatever you want, of course. But like, no, thank you. I won't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Angel, where are you at?
They have a bunch of rings on their hand, and it looks like they're just talking to the crowd still. And it's like I can see their hand in front of their face. What are you doing with your hand?
Beckoning.
Yeah.
Beckoning. Instead of searching, it's beckoning.
Oh, so like they come to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you push that forward, ripple it outward, secret to cure it down, and like speed it up and stuff? It's very odd looking.
I'm your biggest fan. Also, it's not going to be like where you're looking for it. Like looking at it, like you can look at dating sites and stuff like that, but if you're actually actively living your life, doing what you enjoy, you're going to find other people actively living their life doing what they enjoy. And guess what? You're going to start enjoying it together. It's crazy.
I was on Xbox, and I had already prepared to be alone forever.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't looking for anything.
I was just like, I am upset. Gonna play Xbox. Oh, I guess.
The AI summary says discussing relationships and the dangers of storybook romance.
Oh my god.
It's not dangerous.
Okay.
So go ahead and do that and go ahead and activate that in every lifetime that you need it, Angel.
Yeah, the song Butterfly is still playing. And a vision of you standing out in the crowd. So come, my lady, come. Activate the pathway healings and the career healings. And copy and paste all this at the earliest point possible. And activate the script healings and flip the script healings.
All I think of with that song is kind of linguist
Oh,
eating vagina.
oh,
That's what that song's about.
and a vision of you, Stan.
It's masturbation, but it's
Oh,
about eating her out, and the butterfly is her legs up like this,
uh-huh.
and then it's come,
Oh,
come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar baby.
sugar, baby.
I'll make you go crazy. I'll
Hell
make her
yeah.
legs shake. I'll make her
I'll
go
make
crazy.
you go crazy.
How did what? Oh,
What?
well, yes, it is. Who in the hell
Oh,
said the
Dixie?
fuck? And then Dixie said, well, I did not know that. Yes.
Hell yeah.
But we were all dancing to it at our cousin's sleepover or cousin's house trying to get sleepovers. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dixie said sometimes I sing without listening to what I'm singing. A lot of
Oh,
people
I'd
do.
be singing. I'd be singing and I'd be listening. I'm just like, hell yeah, this is about a concert. Fucking and a vision of you. And not just like, Mommy don't know, Daddy getting up at the body shop. I thought it was a tattoo shop. Thought we were
Hell
getting
yeah.
tattoos.
Hell yeah.
Because
Hell
that's
yeah.
what they said. That's what they said in the song.
Majority said not me shaking my legs like a butterfly to see it.
Okay, girl.
Get it, girl. Get it, get it, get it, girl. Okay, Angel, do the calibration, disconnect, anchor back into correct dimensional forms, closings on my page or close up slash sign offs on Kate's page. Okie dokie? Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
1 through 20. Go.
All right. Yes. Everyone guess number
Yes.
1 through 20. That's all the numbers between 1 and 20. And you
Yeah,
guess
but
them.
guess the correct one though.
Yes. 1 of the buses in 19, 11, 13, 14, 15, 20. That's the ones you can guess. Angel said my mom is in here. Oops. What else?
Hi, Mom.
Eh.
We didn't say you were thinking about it. We were saying that's what that song was. Karen, 19.
Oh. What is the most impactful thing that Karen can heal right now? Too many things to care about. Oh, okay. Well, do you have an antenna nose or do you not have an antenna nose? It's like, do you have an antenna nose? No, just kidding. I'm the same plane without an antenna nose. No, I have an antenna. I want the. No, I don't.
Is it the same plane like got an upgrade or something?
It has.
Is it made by the same people?
This is a MiG and this is a fighter. One is made by the USSR. Oh, they're both made by the USSR. Yeah. Yep. They're both fighters and one looks a little bit more sleek.
The facial expression I just made with that for some reason is the facial expression I make in the video that I'm like it's the sound bites of like, well, who's number one? Jay-Z who? Or you know what I mean? Like, and then it's like Eminem ain't on the list.
Oh yeah, Eminem. Well,
and then when it says the shout out my blank Gucci.
Oh, Gucci.
Yeah. I'm going like this.
Well,
in the video.
Gucci.
Right. So that's the face I just made for that when you were talking about they were both made by Gucci Mane. Yeah. Gucci Mane is in
it? Shout out to USSR. USSR's in
Yeah, shout out to USSR. That's very that. So what's that got to do for Karen?
It's very like I want to be like this. No, I actually want to be like this. I want to be this design. No, I want to be that. It reminds me of spirituality and what you want to heal.
Do you not know?
It's all
who
healing.
You are?
Yeah. It's not a back pile of what you need to heal. It's just you walk forward with it.
Walk. Now walk. Walk. You might not know that song yet. King of Swords. That's actually the card this month.
Yeah.
He seems pretty confident.
Yeah, there's a bunch of drinks behind him.
Karen said, I just do move forward. I do just move forward. But okay, so what I'm drawn to, what I'm thinking about, Karen, is there was, I would say a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half or so. It was one of those tarot videos that I do where I'm just like, if for the like 7th like or the 12th like or whatever. And it was basically like, you're doing great, everything's going good, things are fucking wonderful, you're healing a lot, and the number was for you. And this feels very stable. And you just put, I quit drinking 40 years ago. And
I don't get anything about drinking.
I don't, yeah, no. Everything seems really stable. It's just, you don't know who you are, is basically the gist of it.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to be this or this? Do I want to go down this route or this route?
And it's like, it doesn't matter.
They're the
Pick
same
one.
thing. Yeah, they're the same. They're made by the same person, you.
Because lately with you, like, we don't interact all that often, just in the comments, you know? And everything, you're doing the things, you're healing on your own, not even like sessions with us, or like you might do the Guided Da Vinci subscription. I really don't know. But yeah, you said, yes, I'm pretty good. Everything seems good, except you don't know who you are and you can't decide. Is it so good it's uncomfortable or something? Like, what is it?
Is it like you can't decide how to dress? Is it something like that?
Like aesthetic? Like, what's their aesthetic?
Yeah, because this reminds me of like fitted clothes or baggy clothes. Because I'm like, huh?
I just hurt my finger on that. They said our finances get wonky sometimes, and I feel trapped at home with my disabled child. Okay, so it is about finding yourself. It's like, so Kate and I literally just healed something that we had no fucking clue that we needed to heal. Saw a video, and this person was talking about how they dress in like sweats or just like plain pants and a shirt. And it was like, they thought it was for comfort, but they were really punishing themselves because that's what they had to dress in when they were on punishment. And I was like, Kate, do we dress comfortably for punishment? Are we punishing ourselves? And Kate's like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, we are. And then both of us are like looking through online being like, so what would we call our aesthetic? Because we wouldn't dress like we would back when we used to dress like that. Who are we? And then like I was picking out stuff from like 2016 and stuff, and I was like, but that doesn't really go with the vibe of my purple hair. And then Kate was like, I used to wear these pants. They were like these strappy pants, and like, so we're trying to figure out like who we are in that. Karen said, I used to dress up before, but now I'm only in sweats, etc. Yes. And we thought we were just comfortable. We were like totally fine with how we dressed. We did not know what needed to be healed. No clue.
We're just existing.
Yeah. And then we were like, wait a second.
What is this?
Karen, do you ever get to go out like on like a date night or like out somewhere by yourself? Do you have anybody who can take care of things at the house? Because we have one date night a week, and like my 7-year-old will be like, well, can I go? Why do you have to go? And I was like, to keep mommy sane up here, mommy needs to go out away from you. Bye. That's probably why they've been healing so much, is they're stuck inside.
Oh.
they have our stuff that just rabbit hole and heal.
Hell yeah.
They said never, not once in 12 years. He's nonverbal and I'm super protective.
Do you want to heal that?
I think they're scared to heal that.
Oh.
But they're going to say yes.
Yeah, it's okay if it's scary. It's not like it's going to make anything happen to them or you.
They said sure, but yes. So we're not trying to fix you or fix them. Nothing like that. And Kate says all the time, there's not been one time where she has healed something and been like, damn it, I shouldn't have healed that. Ever. And there's been plenty of times where we've been like, I don't know if I want to do that. And we always do. And it's always better.
Oh, and it's always been like, I didn't know it could be this good on the other side every single time.
Every time. It just keeps like leveling up. And you're like, God damn, life's good right now.
Yeah, like, and surely this can't get any better. And it's like,
and then it does. And it's like, holy shit, life got better, better. They said, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Spirit of It's Mine is good. Please take me to the most impactful point that I can heal about this.
Going in.
Oh no. Um, it kind of reminds me of Superwoman with her is it Superwoman? Wonder Woman with her wristbands that
Wonder
deflect.
Woman.
Wonder Woman. Okay.
That's really funny because where I went reminded me of that person on the 24th dimension that was like, okay, I'm stepping out. Let me see if
and they're
they
part
can
of
see
them.
me. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want, Karen, you can merge with this version of you and exchange you information. These lasers that you are deflecting, there is nothing behind you. I don't
lasers.
freaking lasers. If you look behind you, your kid is fine. This version of them. These lasers aren't doing anything. They have superpowers too.
The lasers or the kid?
Ooh. And so you're like, I will protect you from yourself. And it's like but they're them. They can handle it. It's their stuff.
Every time I work with a client that has a kid or whatever, whenever I'm doing a session for the kid, especially on the autism spectrum, whether they're nonverbal or not, like not actively talking or anything, the parent will be worried because they want their kid to repeat after me, but I speak energy and the kid speaks energy, and there's never not communication. They know how to do the things.
Karen, how long have you watched my videos in particular? Because I used to be nonverbal. And then you can tell especially my account that got yeeted, how much I paused, and you can still kind of see it. And it's just gathering.
They said, so funny, he's pretty amazing. I can hear him, but only me. Yeah, but that's not true. We can talk to him right now. They said about 3 years ago.
Is this some kind of like chosen one thingy? Okay. Activate all of the.
They said in my family, I'm the only one who can hear. Do you give anybody an option to? Sorry, go ahead.
It's just that, like a Barbie out of the box healing, heirloom healing to all this, generational healings to all this. All spectrum, but communication spectrum, not that kind of spectrum.
All of this is a form of protection and stuff, but it's like it reminds me of when Ben's kids' family, they pray over them and give them protection. They're really worried about it, and then the energy and flow in my house will make like the protection makes things like break. Like it's so yeah, you said yes, he's medically fragile. But you're not like, what kind of life is it to live in a bubble?
Okay. This kind of reminds me of this type of energy. And that's whenever I'll tell people my job at work, and then I'll say something silly, and they immediately go into like, Kate, like, and then they go into explaining the joke that I just told them. Because I told it a certain way that made it seem like I didn't know, to them, perceived that I didn't know. So it's kind of like a
he's medically fragile and nonverbal, but is he mobile or is he completely stabilized? I didn't ask yes or no question. They said no.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not sure. I was trying to go into it and be like, what did they say no to?
Wheelchair, diapers, and you feed.
Okay. In that Wonder Woman life, can you remove all binding? Actually, activate your house cleanse to this version of you, your team revamp sweep to this version of you, and then ripple it outwards to as far as you're allowed. I don't know how you channel if you're a hearer, but I wanted to say, can you hear all the popping? And then update and upgrade this whole life.
Is the popping bubble wrap?
Oh, it's like protection.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I had to go to each one and be like, I don't know, kind of looks like air. So bubble wrap. Okay. Do you want to merge him with that version of him in that life, the Wonder Woman life? Conducive? Okay, you're doing it. Okay. Do you want to copy and paste everything you've done for yourself in this life to that life? That version of you conducive?
They said yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know, you're just kind of looking around now like, oh my God. All right. Now copy and paste all of this to the earliest point that you can in that life. Okay. Push that forward, ripple it outward, secure it down. A lot of emotions. I don't know. I guess like you felt like if I wasn't protecting them, then what am I doing?
Yeah, if I'm not this, then what am I? Which makes sense with the like trying to find identity, trying to figure that all out.
You can be Karen.
There was someone I worked with one time that thought if they healed, they couldn't still have live, laugh, love decor. Like they had to have like bohemian decor. And it's like, no, you can still have the aesthetic that you like.
You're going to be you, just a healed version of you.
I posted a video that was like 9 years ago, and I didn't know exactly why I posted it. It was me dancing or whatever. And Kate was like, well, it looks like it's for like one or two people specifically to show them that you were always been this way. Like you didn't, like you're not putting some sort of spiritual personality on. You literally have always been this way. I'm just a healed version of what I was. Like Kate's always worn black. She just be liking it.
It'd just be a really good color. I could post my old YouTube videos of when like I Sharpied my entire room. That's probably about as. Oh no, I pretended to be the Don, the Mafia Don.
That's
when
so
I was in ninth grade. It was so good, and I super glued my hair.
Like I would like to see that.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, this actually feels pretty good. And then the closing statements on Kat's page and the close up / shoutouts on my page, so it can go everywhere.
Cool. This was a mellow live, but we got a lot done. It was good stuff. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
It was fun. Yeah, and don't forget to disconnect. And yeah, that was awesome.
Bye.
Thank y'all. Bye. Book a dual session with Kate and Kat. Visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.